How's it going? What's up? Okay, I'm back with some more Final Fantasy 14 for the knot, but we're gonna have some maintenance here in a little bit, a little less than an hour and a half. Maybe it's enough time to actually finish the main scenario. Hopefully everybody has had a good Wednesday, hopefully. I want to do the raid tonight, but I didn't even put it in the title because one, last night I didn't actually get to it, and two, again, we have maintenance in just a little while. I have no idea how much of the main scenario that I actually have left to do right now, but I assume it's a little bit. So, we'll see how it'll actually go. I'm going to try to finish the main scenario quest tonight. And, again, you know, maintenance is going to be hitting actually in about an hour and 15 minutes-ish. Probably closer to about an hour and a half. It's never actually on time when they hit the maintenance, and it takes about 10 minutes to get everybody out of here. So, I'm going to be on as long as I can for the night. But I do want to, like, continue the main scenario, which I don't exactly know how far away exactly that is. It's somewhere around here. Choco, chill out. It is that way. No, that's the thing for Giat. So it is that way. Oh, I see it. Okay. That direction there is my destination. But again, tonight I'm just going to be trying to finish the main scenario, make some progress in it. We'll see how far I get. But until then, let's just keep going with things. You know what, let's go with something different. Technically, today is Halloween, so let's get a little festive. Honestly, a lot of people have had complaints. I wish we also would have got the chariot like a lot of people, but I really do like this mount quite a bit. I was talking about it some last night. Alright, let's do this. Not really gonna delay too much, mainly with being on such a short schedule tonight and having to rush this. I didn't even know we had maintenance, unfortunately, and literally until I logged into the game. I haven't heard any announcements until now, unfortunately, but that's okay. Again, maybe it's enough time to actually finish what I have left of the story tonight. We'll just have to see how that goes. Minato, lolly ho, or lolly ho. How's it going, Minato? Happy Halloween, and we'll probably discuss more of that tomorrow again. But yeah, Minato, definitely glad that you can make it, though. So bummed out that there's maintenance tonight. I'm doing pretty good. Really, I'm a little tired, but I've had a decent day, you know? Got to spend some time with Stacy, and that was pretty good. Elgato is starting to get a lot better. Skittles is starting to get a little bit more used to living here and getting a little bit more playful. Joko's still in mom mode for some reason, but it's okay for that as well. When even is this maintenance? It's supposed to be at 3 a.m. Technically. It's like 12 a.m. Pacific, which is like 3 a.m. here on the Eastern. So, it's roughly an hour and 10 minutes from now. But like I was saying a little while ago, maintenance never hits on time, so it's close to about an hour and 20 minutes-ish from now, something like that. So hopefully I can actually get through a lot of the content. you can maybe start the raid. Maybe. I actually want to get through the main scenario first beforehand. I want to finish most of that, but maybe I could do the raid tonight. It was something I talked about a little while ago. I didn't really want to put it in the title. It's not like it's going to be the only time I run it, obviously. I really wanted to focus tonight on finishing the main scenario. I don't really know how much even I have left of it. And if there's time, you know, I'd like to get it on the raid, but I would hate to start the raid, then maintenance hit immediately after, and there's not even maybe get a glimpse of it or be kicked out of the game mid-raid. That'd be terrible. But maybe. I wanted to start it last night, but it like ended up being like 5:30-ish, around that anyway, when I actually got off the game. It was far too late, especially having to work. Voice acting, maybe? Hopefully? I don't know this guy, so probably not.
Well, it's you again.
Windrin! Maybe. I should have expected it, honestly, and I'm glad that it's here. Let's listen to this.
Well, I see you've invited your friends. Need them to fight your battles for you, do you?
Rude.
I didn't invite them, as it happens, though they are indeed my friends. Well, not only mine, but every true Yulmoran's. They are the ones who awakened us to the truth, to Lord Forthry's villainy, the famous warriors of darkness.
Well, 3 of them.
Are they now?
2 of them.
They are. It would be no exaggeration to call them our saviors. We owe much and more to their kindness, but we cannot depend on that kindness forever. To do so would be a little different from entrusting our affairs to Lord Forthry. Nay, we must learn to stand on our own 2 feet. And I would have them present to witness my attempt.
Hear, hear, Master Chai.
Hear, hear.
Your sentiments are admirable. Yet admirable sentiments do not a nation make. In my capacity as advisor, I once strove to build a better Yulmore. Gave honest counsel to my superiors, drafted laws for the benefit of one and all. But in time, my values fell out of favor. There was no need for them in this paradise Forthry was creating. And so I left my homeland behind. But you, Chai News, you were content to wallow in indolence under Forthry's auspices. And so I cannot help but ask myself what manner of nation you intend to build.
It's weird to say, but he's got a good point.
I can offer no simple answer to that question. But this much I will say. It is my hope that Yulmore can become a nation which her citizens might freely choose to build together. A great many people, myself included, flocked to Yulmore seeking sanctuary. The alternative being to live in fear and die in pain. It seemed an easy choice. And sanctuary we found. As much food and drink as we could ever want. Secured at the cost of the surrounding villages. Little wonder the people gathered at our doorstep, begging to work among the bonded. The free were blind to it all, of course. Content to, as you say, wallow in indolence. In ignorance.
That could be the name of a bit like a metal band. Wallow in indolence, in ignorance. like band name and album title. Sorry.
Were I mayor, I would first take stock of the city's resources and see that they were assigned equitably. Our days of reckless consumption are behind us. The distinction between free and bonded died with Vor 3. The needs of rich and poor alike must be considered if our nation is to survive. To which end I would take steps to secure channels for supplies, rekindle relations with nearby settlements, who re-establish industry, reach out to neighboring nations, and the list goes on and on. But I am no ruler, nor even a politician. I am an entrepreneur. My expertise lie in planning and profit. I haven't the knowledge or experience to run a nation. Please, Rendon, will you not help me? Together, we could solve the city's problems. Build a Yulmore for the people.
A Yulmore for the people.
It does sound nice. For the people.
I'd rather like the sound of that. But before I offer you my counsel, I would be certain of your ability to perform the duties of office. You would? You ask me to help you solve Yulmore's problems, but first I would see you solve one on your own. Accomplish that, and you will prove both to me and the people that you are a man worth following.
Nice ending to that conversation. Tim, what's up? Thank you for jumping in on YouTube and Twitch. How's it going, Sith? And how was the Wednesday? How was the day today? How's Halloween going for you? You're in Thursday now. What's Halloween like in Australia? That's a good question. Is it like mostly everywhere else? And that's interesting, Minato. I've actually had something similar to that before. I was actually watching a channel. I was just like popping in for a day, and somebody actually gifted me a sub. And I wasn't even on the chat. Like, it was a really random thing. I guess somebody was just feeling very generous. But I know what that's like. Not much, and you're doing pretty good. I'm glad to hear it, Tim. Definitely glad to hear it. How have you been enjoying 5.1? And did you get past, like, I saw like on Discord that you were having the PC issues. Then I saw on Twitter that there was actually a lot of people having those PC issues with the downloader. Hopefully you've got it past all of that thing and so on. Don't really do Halloween in our family. Honestly, it's the exact same way in my family. Like on my mother's side, no luck with the patch for the PC version. Oh, that's... You tried a couple things, even reinstalling the game didn't work, and you've opted to just leave the game installed on the PS4. I understand. Maybe after Tenant's maintenance, they'll actually solve a lot of those issues. Like I said, I saw on Twitter a lot of people on PC were actually having the same issues with the downloader and everything like that. I know a maintenance is actually supposed to hit Tenant, so maybe they can resolve the rest of those issues with all of that, Tim. I hope so for you, you know, especially for somebody who might prefer to play on PC rather than on PS4. I know that there's a big divide on difference, especially like graphics per se. And, you know, a lot of people like different camera angles that you can actually capture on PC that you actually can't capture on PS4, so I hope you can actually get something worked out for you there, definitely. It is definitely a bummer to actually have a preference in a game like this and then not even be able to do said preference of your choice. I hope they resolve it. It's pretty frustrating. Yeah, I can only imagine. But yeah, you know, it's the same way with my family on my mother's side. You know, literally nobody celebrates Halloween. They're very religious, and it just kind of goes against a lot of things that they believe in. And Rez, how's it going? Glad that you could get in here tonight. How was your day? And I don't know if you're quite in Halloween yet. Hopefully you had a good Wednesday, and if you are in Halloween now, happy Halloween, Rez, or Halloween. 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 I want to watch The Nightmare Before Christmas. Damn. Right then, is there a particular issue you would have me resolve? You seem to have conducted an assessment of the problems Yolmar now faces. I assume you will agree, therefore, that the matter of dwindling food stores is more pressing. Ah, yes. Meal being neither a desirable nor less sustainable option, I assume alternative foodstuffs are now required to fill the void. And a man who hungers is not like to contribute much to society, save violence perhaps. So tell me, how do you propose to solve this problem? Give me a satisfactory answer and I will consider offering you my counsel. Make a garden. After all, that's what life is. A combination of measures would seem to be in order. One to address the immediate issue of supply, and another that of production. Go on. For the present, Yulmore's coffers can be used to purchase food from our neighbors. This would afford us some time to address the underlying problem that affects us all, the problem stemming neglect of agriculture. Gardens. The villages that once served as sources of trade for foodstuffs must be repopulated, their means of production restored. This assumes, of course, that we can rekindle relations with our neighbors, guarantee security and stability in the region, and most importantly, find people willing to leave the city and take up the rebuilding effort. My. Think of all that by yourself, did you? Well, yes, it began as a rather abstract plan I drafted some time ago after speaking with the peoples of Yulmore and nearby settlements. You've impressed me, Chinese. Or Chinese? I have? Well, that is a relief. Oh, you haven't secured my support just yet. Only my attention. Grand plans will not be enough to persuade the masses. If you would ask them to rebuild, you must provide them with the means to do so. A fair point, Rendon, and one to which I have given much thought. I propose the use of Talos to aid in the establishment and maintenance of these settlements. Their employment should drastically improve efficiency and ultimately increase production. Talos, but Daedalus Stoneworks closed their doors years ago. Without a ready supply of the necessary equipment, the people would starve before your plans could be put into effect. Well, as the heir to Daedalus Stoneworks, it just so happens that Talos are my field of expertise. And with a little help, I'm quite certain we can acquire what we need in no time at all. Looking over at me. I see ya. Okay, what do we got? Some spell speed. Not really up my alley this time around. Spell speed, crit, vitality. Spell speed, vitality to crit. Yeah, it's definitely more up my alley there. You are in Halloween. Happy Halloween. Again. Let's cross our fingers. Hopefully there's a fix for it. I'm thinking there should be. Hopefully, at least with with this this patch update. But on the other hand, just playing some of the Nier Automata on your PC for a little while. That's nice. Didn't you say you were on your 3rd playthrough? Or are you close to finishing your 3rd playthrough? But I feel you. And good luck with it as well. I know the game is both fun and extremely infuriating. Okay. Fix for what? Was Sima AFK? Oh, the PC downloader. Like, a lot of people playing on PC have had a problem with the downloader for the 5.1 patch. It's been like a big issue. It actually, the Square Enix group and Final Fantasy XIV page over on Twitter even announced the big apology for things. Basically, for the PC Final Fantasy XIV client, some people are having issues downloading. Yeah, that. Definitely, that. Giant news? I'm gonna keep going, Nuz. I know, he said news, I'm gonna say Nuz. It's all good. Giant News's look of steely determination is only slightly undermined by the knocking of his knees. Rendon is quite right. Building towers from scratch would require time we simply do not have. Which is why I propose to make use of the long-abandoned Talos, which wander the wilds of Clusia. They will need to be deactivated, of course, and if memory serves, the tool required to do so should still be at top rung. Come with me. Okay. Can I just travel there? Just, fast travel going on? Maybe? Huh? Maybe not. But it's all good. Let's fly straight that way. Oh yeah, the Halloween vibes. Let's keep those up for the night. We don't get them forever. You still haven't finished the story, so you're trying not to spoil again. I understand. You're gonna try again tomorrow. I feel you. Take the whole server down for that. Yeah, they probably do have to fix some stuff in game too. I'm guessing there's a lot of stuff within the raid people have probably complained about. Yoko Taro's back there laughing. Everybody else in 14's like, please fix this. But that's also true, like we do play on a cross-platform system, so in order to fix something as far as like an issue with PC servers, they would actually in turn have to shut down the whole server. So unfortunately, but it's understandable too. It's a lot of people paying money to play a game that they're not even getting to play. A lot of people don't have the option of also playing on PS4. You're a little salty about not getting the 2P outfit on the second run. Had a pretty good roll on it, but someone beat you with a roll of 99. Wow, what was yours? Ah, yeah, I see the camera now. Honestly, it's just this cord. It's been finicky tonight. A lot of times after I do a lot of the RIP videos, it takes a couple days for me to get the camera in completely good optional order. Do I need know anything of the raid? I'm a hit and miss on what I do know. I know the 2P thing. I know just everything that was on the special side. I don't know anything as far as what is actually inside of the battle, what's actually inside of the raid. I just know mainly about 2P. A little bit about the drops. Nothing too crazy though. Not a lot was spoiled for it, thankfully. You got the 2B outfit, nice. What is the 2B outfit like for a male character? That's interesting. I saw in Discord right before I got on that a lot of people were saying that there was no non-S outfit, so it's just very baffling to me what the male characters get. Your reactions would be funny. Okay, good, yeah. We'll see what a lot of it is. I know a lot of people were telling me yesterday, like I had read that it wasn't as hard as Oribon, but then a lot of people reassured me that it's harder than Oribon, so... Well, you doubt it's gonna be spoiled since you're bound to see a couple of people running around with it. Oh, well, yeah. Hopefully this part's voice acted. I've been loving the amount of voice acting that we've been getting in this patch. Not only that, the length of it as well. This isn't so far on this one, or at least this part isn't. But the length that we've got, usually when we get a new patch, I have this done day one. I get it done between 2.5 to 3 hours. Last night I was already on for over 3 hours, and tonight, you know, continuing upon that, and still has story going. I'm really happy about that. Even male characters can wear it. Really? Exactly what you think it is. Really? Wow. That is, you know, I guess that was something that happened. You know, it happens all the time. They make character-specific and gender-specific outfits, and people outrage. So Yoshi P was, like, probably telling Yoko, you know, out there, and he was just like, just give him the same thing. And he was just like, it's genius. Strange if you think about it. Aha! The old memory hasn't let me down. The chest contains canisters filled with a dashingly potent insulating powder, capable of halting the flow of ether in a Talos. We need only get within throwing distance of one and let it fly, thus disabling them without damaging them. Ingenious. An old trick of the trade, nothing more. Once disabled, it should be a simple enough matter to get them to march to Yulmore. Most extensive repairs can wait. Ordinarily, this is where I would ask you to run along and do the deed. But, as I've said before, it's high time we learn to stand on our own 2 feet. Give me a second here. This thing's still off. Yeah. That's the sweet spot. Come off it, Master Chai. Even if the Talos ain't a threat. Ah, shit. There we go. Even if the Talos ain't a threat, there's 101 other things out there waiting to make meal of you. It's true. Okay, I'll just roll with it. That's as may be, Kaishir. But Rendon tasked me with solving this problem, and I will not sit idly by while others risk everything to see my harebrained schemes realized. Not this time. Which isn't to say, the mere thought of it doesn't fill me with dread. Truth be told, I can't feel my legs. But if I'm to prove I'm a man worth following, I must lead by example. Well said, Master Chai. Hear, hear! Alright, but if there's any trouble, we call it off. You know, stand on your own 2 feet, buddy. Yes, well, it should go without saying that I have no intention of dying for this. I've always preferred living to see the fruits of my labors. And to make sure I do, I will require your help. It is as Kaishir says, these lands are dangerous if one is not careful. I would ask you use my spyglass to look out for any beasts that could get in the way of my work. I will also need you to alert me when it is safe to subdue the Talos. Understood? I've been doing missions like this whole patch. Good. Then let's be off to the quick way through the north gate and see if we can't find suitable vantage point for you. Yeah, Yokotaro gives no fucks. Yeah, I figured that out very, well, the only way you can figure that out. But hey, it's good for some laughs, oh yeah. No kidding. Alright, where's the, okay, I expected it to be farther away than this, but okay. Keep a lookout for danger and alert Chai Nuz when it is safe to incapacitate the Talos. You may move the spyglass as well as zoom in and out. Point the spyglass of Chai Nuz, at Chai Nuz, and give him the signal to sneak near the Talos with R2 and X. Approach from the rear. Okay. Oh, okay. He just got caught. My bad, Chai Nuz. I get it now. I didn't, like, I thought he could just, like, run up to it, but no, okay. I get it now. You gotta wait till he turns around, then send him over behind the little vantage point. I get it now. Is that the only one? Powder that beast! Or Talos. I did it! I did it! Let's move to another Talos, shall we? Okay, not the only one. Ooh, very interesting. I don't see a vantage point either. Not this time. Ooh, the bushes. I do believe I'm getting the hang of this. Good deal. You may leave the next one to me, Tonberry. I don't see this going too well. I'm guessing I'm gonna result in a fight this time. Maybe not. He did it. Sweet. That should do it. Now we have all we need to proceed. Cool. He must have just leveled up. I was hoping for the voice acting. I can scarcely believe it. It was a reckless, foolish plan, but somehow it worked. So that's, you know, it's the basis of some really great plans. I did it. Master Chai, I believe I owe you an apology. Your plan to replenish Yulmore's food stores showed forethought and sound judgment. What's more, it is plain your time in Daedalus Stonework has equipped you to lead, as evidenced by the extraordinary company you keep. You, sir, are more than qualified to be the next mayor of Yulmore. I thank you for your vote of confidence, but the fact remains I'm wholly ignorant of the world of politics. Which is why I ask you to join me and grant Yulmore the benefit of your counsel. I would be honored. When the people behold these Talos, I have no doubt they will lend you their support. It would seem Yulmore's leadership is at last in capable hands, would you not agree? Very. We should probably be getting back soon, Master Chai. After you've tinkered with the Talos and all that, Lady Chai's worried sick. Literally.
Right then. Form a line and make for Yulmore.
Didn't expect this. They're about to freak out.
What's that noise? Wicked White! Runaway Talos! Call the guard!
That would be a big mess.
Stay back! All of you!
What? Darling, you're back.
But of course I'm back. You didn't see.
Oh, whoa!
The nearest thing I got!
She's gonna kill him.
Oh, oh dear.
A little too hard, maybe. Wow, Alphino actually had to use healing magic on him.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, my darling. It's just the sight of you filled me with such joy, I couldn't help myself.
I love you so much, I just had to give you a hug of death.
Oh, no, it's all right, dear. I should have just come out and said what it was I was intending, instead of entrusting the task to a hastily scribbled letter.
That makes more sense, you know. But who's the judge? Plans happen so quickly.
Does that mean you'll do it?
Well, I'm here, aren't I? I mean, not that my absence signified any unwillingness, you understand? Oh, no, naught could be further from the truth. I only left to enlist the aid of the former mayor's senior advisor.
Only? You know.
And now that I have it, I believe I am ready to take office.
Oh, how wonderful!
Sorry. It's about to happen again. And he's dead.
Dearest, please!
You want to be happy for him, but you feel sorry for him at the exact same time. That was quite a reception, one Master Chai will struggle to forget. More seriously, the arrival of the Talos has seized the public's attention. Once word has spread around Yulmore, it will be that much simpler to gather one and all to Master Chai, so that Master Chai can make his inaugural address. Which I'm guessing is about to happen now. Ooh, painted pleasure. So fitting. Despite the butterflies in his stomach, Chai Nuz is prepared to address the masses. Hildebrand in a new form. No kidding. No need to fret, Tundberry. I've never felt better. And not that overawed by the prospect of addressing the assembled masses of Yulmore. As for where to do it, if we were to accommodate everyone who might feasibly wish to attend, I would suppose the place large enough would be the emergent. Then I will go and spread the word among the citizens, both free and bonded, that they are to assemble there to meet their new mayor. You there, Kaisher, was it? Would you go and inform the residents of Gate Town and the derelicts? Of course I will. Good lad, I will let the guards know not to bar the way of Voltry's chambers. It goes without saying that I expect the Warrior of Darkness to attend the assuming he's available. Might as well see it through to the bitter end, eh? The doorman at the crown lift will show you up. Sounds good, homie. Almost done with the story. Really. Maybe I can get to the raid tonight. We'll have to see. I'm also very close to maintenance. It's gonna happen in about 30 to 40 minutes from now. So we'll see how that's gonna go. How long is the raid in like you know, in just like vague time elapse? Well, how long would you say it is? Is it like 20 minutes? 30 minutes maybe? If it's 30, I mean, hands down, I'm not really gonna be able to get into it tonight as much as I would want to. It's just, I just don't want to be mid-raid and get thrown out of the game. Again, though, I gotta weigh in heavy. I do love the length of this patch. It feels almost like it did with with Heaven's Word. Like, as far as like the patches, though I didn't play them as they went through. You know, I played the Heaven's Word patches, honestly, at the beginning of Stormblood. You know, I didn't jump into Stormblood immediately, but it felt like all the patch notes through Heaven's Word lasted so much longer than the patch notes that we had in Stormblood, and it seemed like a lot of them were really short in Stormblood. You know, they were really good, a lot of content there, but actual story was a little, I mean, it was good, you know, it was deep, it lasted for, you know, a full 2 years, give or take, you know, so to say, but like, I don't know, like, it's just, I don't know. I feel like this, it settles in well, honestly, with a lot of the older content, especially, you know, gleaning back to it, like Heaven's Word, as far as, like, the length of the patch notes in the story. Honestly, you'd probably wait till the maintenance is over, then do the read. Well, I'm not going to be streaming again tonight, unfortunately. After this, tonight, I actually do have a lot of plans in the morning, so after this tonight, I'm actually gonna have to call it, unfortunately, but I'll be back on tomorrow night though, and a little on longer for sure. I actually do have a lot of plans in the morning, maybe 30 minutes. I might try it, we'll have to see, but at the same time, I don't want to push it. Like I said, I really don't want to be mid-raid and then actually get kicked out. Since it depends how well the boss fights go, they aren't too bad, but some people are still new. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be new. There'll always be a familiar face in the new raid, though. That's awesome. I can't wait to actually do it, though. Like I said, I might get to it tonight. We'll see. A lot of it is hinging on how much of this is actually left here. Hopefully this next few, like, things are a little voice acted. They seem to go just a little bit faster. We'll see, though. Ah, yes, Master Chai told us to expect you. The emergent is ready. Oh, is already filling up with people of all persuasions. free and bonded citizens and non-citizens. But for you, our guest of honor, we have reserved a place at the front. Right this way, sir. Nice, that VIP treatment. All sounds pointing to voice acting. Clear the throat. Good start. Loving waff. Good support.
Go on, dear.
Even better support.
Thank you all for gathering here today. But before going any further, could I ask the free citizens of Yulmore to look around? Tis a sight none of us would ever have seen under Lord Forthry's rule. Not only do we stand in the familiar presence of those we once called the Bonded, but today we welcome the peoples of the Derelicts and Gate Town too. Today we welcome the Warriors of Darkness, come to bear witness to Yulmore's new beginning. As you know, an election was recently held, at the end of which I had the honor of being chosen to succeed Lord Forthry. You place great faith in me, and I promise to do my utmost to live up to your expectations, and I will seek always to carry out the duties of this office with integrity and fairness.
Good speech so far.
Always, I say, but not forever. Let it be known that I do not intend to hold this post indefinitely. I consider myself but an acting mayor, who will serve only for the interim, while Yulmore is reshaped according to a new set of values.
They don't like the sound of that. They don't want no placeholder.
No longer can we think of ourselves as divided, as the free and the bonded, citizens and non-citizens. The systems put in place by Lord Forthry must be undone. But even as we tear down the old, we must give thought to the new, to what manner of nation Yulmore should become. Whatever the answer may be, it cannot be decided by one man alone. And so I propose that an open forum be held, that we might all discuss how best to strive towards a better future.
Good thing they don't have Reddit.
However, there can be no talk of the morrow unless we first address the issues of today. Securing new sources of food, rebuilding relations with our neighbors, re-establishing industry. There is much and more that needs to be done. Too much for a mere man of business. And so I pledge instead to do everything in my power to ensure our city's security and stability while we all work together to see these problems solved. The road before us will not be easy, and I know full well how daunting the prospect of honest labor may seem to some of you. But we must accept the reality of our circumstances. We must move forward.
Much vigor in his voice right then.
This much we owe to ourselves and to the brave heroes who risked their lives to bring back the night. Once we have shored up our city's foundations and regained some semblance of normality, let us reconvene to speak of the future. Until then, I humbly ask that you lend me and each other your strength. For Yulmore!
Hear, hear! No? Just me? Hey! Don't think anyone would, but yeah, it's very true. It is the start of something new for Yulmore. Beniswaf is just waiting for another chance to give him a Nasta hug. Yeah. A death grip. It's getting close to maintenance. I may not get to the raid tonight, but I'll try to at least unlock it. We'll see how it goes. How much time I've actually got left. That was a fine speech, Master Chai. I believe your words stirred every soul in attendance. Stirred them to action, I hope. If I have learned anything from all of this, it is a change begins with the individual. Who is that? Anybody else notice the random person over here that just popped up in the background? Now they're gone. 'Tis but a matter of finding the strength to take the first step. Assuming my fellow Yomorians can, it shall be my honor and privilege to help them walk this road we have chosen. But we must not forget the individuals who made all of these changes possible. Were it within my power, I would carve a tribute to your heroism into a very stone upon which this city stands. Yeah, we're good. You know, that's what we do. I hate to change the subject, darling, but now that you have officially taken office, have you given any thought to your mayoral seat? We will not be moving into the emergent, dearest. It's too big for one thing, and too far from the people for another. We will retain our current residence, and I will govern here in the parlor. I was hoping you would say that. I much prefer the view from the parlor. Begging your pardon, Master Chai, but I have, you got time for a word? Mysterious voice. Unexpected. Yes, of course. Hothen, bet? Aye, that's me. I liked your speech, but there's folk outside these walls as don't even have enough food to last till tomorrow, and more who countin' the crumbs. If you were planning to change that, I want to help set things in motion. Then we've much to discuss. No sooner do I take office than my work begins in earnest. Well, I suppose I brought it upon myself. Thank you again for your help, Tonberry. I hope to see you again before long. Yeah, you know, you will. Random NPC, perhaps. What a day. I don't know what it means exactly, but I do know I've got plenty to think about. And since we all have a great deal to consider, I've had resolved to remain here until such time as Yulmar's future was secured, but it is clear to me now that the city is capable, or is in capable hands. I've always loved the colors of Yulmore, you know, to be such a dreaded place within the game, to have such a dark story at the beginning. This place really is. It has its own little beauty. I have every confidence they will find their way, and I believe it is time we win ours. Just a very Final Fantasy look, a really good, straight, strict Final Fantasy non-look at that. So Alphino's leaving too, is he? Seems like everyone's moving on, everything's changing. I've been thinking about what I should do in all of this. Like I told you, I spent most of my life dreaming about living here with my friends in Paradise. That Paradise is gone, but something better has taken its place, and I reckon I want to be part of it. This Yulmore for the people Master Chai's been going on about ain't gonna build itself after all. Not that I'm much of a builder. Me and my friends will find a way to make a difference though. Help keep things changing for the better. A far nobler dream than the one to which you clung before, and one I am happy to say we share. Whatever path you choose, I will pray for your success. Well, when you put it like that, there's no going back now, is there? We've got new ideas on our... we've got a few ideas on how we can do a bit. Just a matter of taking the first step. Sometimes that first step's really all you need. I really want to hear this orchestration roll. Alphino wears a satisfied smile, seemingly content with the state of Yulmore. Truly, to see Kaisher's thus inspired by our actions is inspiring in itself. Yet, however much I may wish to stay and see what comes of his efforts here in Yulmore, we have matters of our own to attend to. Come, we should return to the Crystal Tower. Mayhap Becklug's studies have borne fruit in our absence. Maybe so. To the Crystarium. Oh, emergency maintenance on all the worlds will begin shortly. Oh man, they're gonna hit me. They're gonna strike maintenance early. I'm gonna try to get finished with the main scenario quest. Hopefully I can. But I got it right here. The purple letters hit. Ooh, maintenance is gonna hit a little bit more soon than what I thought it was going to. So it looks like I am not gonna be able to actually do the raid tonight. I wanted to at least unlock the raid, but you know, I kind of figured tonight when I logged in and I saw that they were doing emergency maintenance at 3 a.m. It's like 9 minutes from now. might happen earlier. Usually it happens later, but it looks like today it's going to happen earlier, maybe. So we'll see how it's going to go. Hopefully I can get at least the main scenario finished tonight before it actually strikes. We'll see. But, you know, if it does actually turn out to be that way, you know, tomorrow I'll be back on here doing the raid and, you know, maybe even doing the extreme trial and all that fun stuff. But we'll see. This is definitely on par with things today. And also, I would like to do the dungeon again tomorrow as well. I know I need to be jumping into the main scenario and kind of hurrying through things here, but I'm literally 44 tombstones away from actually getting that weapon that I need that's going to bump up my item level tier a little bit higher and give me another weapon, which I definitely want. So, little things to juggle around, but hopefully I can finish at least the main scenario before they throw me out of the game for the night. We'll see though. Here we go. Welcome back. We are given to understand a new mayor has taken office in Yulmore. Indeed, our good friend Master Chai was elected by popular vote and, after some considerable soul-searching, chose to accept the post. It is a shame you weren't able to attend his inaugural speech, though I've no doubt you will see more of him in the future. But tell me, how fared you in preparing the Wat Auracite? Huh? Our work did not proceed quite as expected. That's no bueno. In your absence, we had a frank discussion on the principles of soul transference and concluded at length that White Auracite was ill-suited for our purpose. But Oriange, did you not say that, compared to the massy soul of an Asian, the stone could house one of ours with ease? That I did, and armed as we are with Beklugs and valuable insight, 'twould indeed prove a trifling matter. We were to disregard the inviolable link twixt mind and soul, a link which would, we did belatedly realize, be weakened most... I hate the way Orianche talks, oh my god. Perilously in the process of rendering our souls dormant, as Auracite doth require thus the shedding of these fleshy simulacra, and the surfeit of aether, which compriseth them, would in all likelihood deprive us of our psyches as well. It would theoretically be possible to channel your minds into the Auracite instead, but we would more than likely sacrifice your souls in the process, which is why we have abandoned the plan, and instead devoted our time to finding the means by which mind and soul might be transported together. Then we're no closer to a solution than we first began. It is a vexing conundrum indeed, but one for which the Crystal Exarch has posted a most intriguing solution. When our discussions turned to the transference of memories and the psyche, I could not help but be reminded of a technique with which I have personal experience. Tonberry, do you recall what we have learned by my eyes from our encounter with Doga and Dune? I speak of the royal eye of the elegant imperial line, gifted to my forebears through the blood of memories of the ancient elegants. It is by this gift that I am able to control the Crystal Tower. If we were able to gain an understanding of the technology about which the elegants were able to accomplish with the transference, perhaps then we could keep mind and soul together. Imagine, if you will, a device like unto a soul crystal, replete not only with our worldly memories, but also the bountiful energies of the soul. That is our current avenue of investigation, and we will follow it wheresoever it leads. While we are thus engaged, I think it's best that Tumber return to the source and inform Kral and the others of our findings. Agreed. I imagine Tataru will be relieved to hear that we've made progress of a sort. then I would beg to leave to relay our findings unto Thancred and Reen, and to assist where I may be in their investigation of the empty. Yes, please do. Should we have need of your counsel, we will not hesitate to summon you. Give our regards to Tataru, won't you? You know I will. Giving regards is what I do. Maybe a tad bit more voice acting before it's all over with, we'll see. Again, we're getting very, very close. We will now be shutting down the servers for all worlds. Ugh! I could be getting shut out of the game very soon. Usually it takes about 10 minutes-ish. We're at that point, though, where they're about to throw me out. Purple words are back. So we'll see. I'm gonna try to finish this. I may end up having to finish this tomorrow, though. Tonberry, you're back. How did everything go in the first? Wait, don't tell me. Krall will be here shortly, and she'll want to hear it too. She's just tending to the others. Their bodies, I mean. Gods, I don't think I'll ever get used to saying that anyway. You can tell us everything the moment she gets here. Upon speaking with Satoru, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended. I'm not gonna do this. Honestly, let's just wait it out. I'll talk it out. I'll give a nice little review. But this is several cutscenes that I'm not gonna have the time for, and the game's literally about to throw me out. So, I know tomorrow I am gonna be getting the end of the actual main scenario quest storyline here in Final Fantasy XIV, and I have enjoyed every single bit of it. Let's go find us a table to sit at and really discuss what's up, bromies. It's been a while. Again, I've enjoyed this. I love the length of it, and I hope this is like a nice little actual thing that is continued here with the patch notes throughout Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. I love a nice, good, lengthy patch. One that's also been voice acted very well. It seems like every quest that we've had here, we've had at least a good 10-minute-esque, you know, maybe they're not quite 10 minutes or maybe a little bit over each time, but we've had a good sentiment of, like, I would say close to almost a full hour of voice acting that has been collaborated into this patch. And it's definitely over 4 hours long, you know, unless you're just clicking X, speeding through it without reading everything that's been said and watching the cutscenes. A good at least 4 hours into everything, not even, even taking consideration to the dungeon, which was fun. I haven't made it to the raid yet, and I'm just literally just, basically moving in toward the main scenario aspect here, and I've enjoyed so much of it. And again, I hope this is just like a reoccurring thing as far as all the other patches go and everything. Doing a last-minute raid run too. Man, I really hope. Good luck for you, Rez. Again, they're about to throw everybody out. I want to do the cutscenes, but again, I know I'm going to get like midway through doing these, and they're gonna split in the middle of them. I'm gonna have to start them over if I even try, and I don't want any spoilers. I feel like just waiting till tomorrow for me would be a good way. Hopefully there is gonna be another set of main scenario content in the future before they conclude the Shadowbringer storyline. Oh, I definitely see that happening, Tim. You know, it's just a reoccurring thing that's happened within the game anyway. I just hope that they keep this reoccurring length going on, you know, as far as like the main scenario. Like I said, in Stormblood, it was really good. I loved it. But I felt like it wasn't as lengthy as Heavensward. And, you know, they didn't give us a whole lot of voice acting either. We had a decent amount of voice acting, but here in Shadowbringers, they have delivered voice acting, hands down. I'm really hoping, again, that we have this full length going on, and tomorrow I'll give a nice, better, full review. Saw that you logged out, Rez. Hopefully you got to finish your raid there. Didn't get to finish it. Oh, man, maybe they kicked you out. Maybe that happened and you didn't log out. Man, I hate that for you, Rez. I'm probably about to be very close to being kicked out as well. But still, we have New Game Plus 2. Yeah, that is very true, very true. I don't know if I'll be doing, there it was, I don't know if I'll be doing any New Game Plus anytime soon, but it definitely is something that I would love to look into sometime. I know right about the time finishing Stormblood, when we were waiting for Shadowbringers, you know, through a lot of those other patch notes I had talked about so many times, it would be nice to actually be able to go back and play and see a lot of those old cutscenes and quests and stuff like that that you not necessarily forgot about, but you can't really fully dive into it without making a whole new character and being able to retain your level and play through all that older content and, you know, just get that revitalization to your memory with things. It's very nice to know the fact that it's actually there and everything. But yeah, definitely is a very cool thing to actually say the least as well. And but again, you know, I'm really hoping that this is an actual thing that they actually keep up as well, though. Just continuously give us more and more story. But again, sorry, Rez, and anybody else that also got logged out just like us. Again, it's the whole reason I didn't want to go further into the main scenario tonight. I'll finish it tomorrow and do the new raid tomorrow and whatever content. I'll start the new Beast Trap quests tomorrow as well. But, there isn't any rewards from the quest, though. I mean, you've already had some rewards back in the day, you know, so I could see that in a lot of ways. But everybody, I'm going to get out of here. Again, you know, I said a little bit earlier, I've got some plans tomorrow that I've actually got to do in the morning, so I'm going to try to get some rest. But I do definitely appreciate everybody that was watching tonight, everybody that got over the chat over on YouTube and Twitch both, and everybody that stuck around with me here until maintenance actually hit. I'd love to actually push it till the end, and I did exactly that tonight. It's one of my favorite things to do. Hopefully they finish early. The maintenance isn't supposed to take too long. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be back on tonight, honestly, but I definitely hope for you as well there. Not going to watch this trailer over and over, but I definitely appreciate everybody for watching, and hopefully some good luck happens to everybody. I know, again, there's a lot of problems with the PC client right now, so hopefully that'll get sorted out for everybody, and maybe it won't take too long. But thank you again, everybody that was watching, that got in on YouTube and Twitch, Rez and Tim. Thank you so much for commenting over on YouTube and watching as well. And everybody else that was watching over on Twitch, I definitely appreciate it. And everybody that got it on the comment section there as well, Tim and Minato, thank you so much. And everybody that was watching also and, you know, didn't get in on the actual comment section on either YouTube or Twitch, but just, you know, send the views this way. Definitely appreciate that as well. And again, you can catch me tomorrow. I'm going to be on for a lot longer. Definitely going to be doing a lot more as well. I just didn't expect maintenance to hit tonight. That was a big thing that I guess I should have expected, but I didn't. And I didn't get any info in regards to it as well either. So, yeah, it's unfortunate, but again, the game's not going anywhere, and I will be back tomorrow for sure. And I do thank you all so much for watching. Good night to you as well, Rez, and for all the support over on YouTube, all the members and the subscribers over on Twitch. I definitely appreciate it. Last time, if it doesn't work, that's it. I hope the best for you, Tim. I would wait at least until the maintenance is over, and, you know, I feel you there, though. It can be very frustrating with things like that. But again, thank you all so much for watching. Definitely appreciate it and all the support. But everybody, I'm out of here. I am good night to you as well, Tim. Definitely appreciate it.
Have come and gone
but
since that day.
Again, until next time, I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully everybody has fun. If you're staying up trying to wait for this maintenance to be over so you can jump back in, hopefully you have some good luck with it.
How many years have I waited?
But until next time, I'm out of here, everybody. Take it easy. Have fun. Have a great night. But I'm gone, no doubt. Till next time, and hopefully you can catch me tomorrow. Definitely going to be jumping in on the raid. Definitely also going to be doing more, well, finishing out this main scenario for first, and then jumping into the raid, hitting up those beast drop quests, and maybe even trying to do the trial on extreme mode. Definitely curious to see how that's going to be. And for all that Patreon support as well, if you want on the Wall of Appreciation, that's the best and the only ticket to do it. So you can hit up Patreon if you want to do that, and all the supporters from Patreon, past, present, and future, thank you so much, everybody, but I'm out of here. Have a great night, have fun, and hopefully you have good luck if you are waiting on the patch. But until next time, not that screen, but this one. See you, Space Cowboy. I'm out of here.